Hi Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome to your lunar eclipse reading of astrology and tarot. And we will first discuss the astrology while I shuffle your tarot. This eclipse is taking place on May 16th, 2022 and will be taking place in Scorpio. It's a time of the full moon, so it's going to be about releasing certain things from our lives that are no longer serving us. It can also be about releasing our addictions from certain things and engagements. For you, it is falling on your second and 8th house axis, which relates with self-esteem, personal power, self-value and worth, and all things material possessions that you share with others, and also your own personal assets as well. So we have, along with the Sun, we have the North Node, we have Mercury retrograde as well, all in your 8th house. There can be some psychological breakthroughs that happen here because we have Saturn squaring the Sun and the Moon. There's a T-square here, and whenever we have squares, it's a time of some intense pressure, or there can be some hectic work going on. But it is, again, to serve the purpose of the breakthrough. Okay, it can pose a new challenge or an obstacle that you are meant to solve and get out of your own funk, any routines that have been taking place, any spending habits that are not helping you for the long run, that is going to come up. 5th house, that's where your Saturn is, by the way, in Aquarius. That's where, you can feel this restriction. There can be less free time, for example, or less time to, do the same hobbies that you have always done. It is asking you to change your patterns, find new ways of relaxing and having fun, step out of your own norms, don't be, stuck in the same mold. That's all that Saturn wants to do. It wants to encourage within you. So that is one thing. And if, this is talking about your childhood, your creative side, then there can be, again, like, are you focusing enough? Are you investing enough in your creative side? So this can, again, come in the form of, oh, I want to make this happen, but I can't because I don't have this and this apparatus or equipment, and it is not possible without it. Well, if it is not possible without it, where can we spend our money and make that possible for us? Right? And why do we not want to do that yet? Is there something blocking us? Is it our own self? Are we selling ourselves short? Are we believing that we are not capable of expressing ourselves artistically, authentically, in a different manner, in our own way, in our own unique essence? If so, why? Okay, so it's posing the question so that we solve ourselves a little bit more. But we do have a lot of help coming up with 2 squares. We also have 2 trines, and trines are about opportunities and blessings. So the first trine we'll talk about is Pluto retrograde in your 4th house of Capricorn, home and family, with your 8th house of psychological breakthrough. So there can be some personal thoughts you have, some introspective thoughts you have. I won't be surprised if we have a hermit mode, but even if not, I'm getting a vibe of hermit mode here that, again, allows you to think differently, to shift out of your psychological patterns, to break through. There could have already been some changes regarding your emotional set point, or how you relate with home, family, who you consider family as well, or you're revisiting your childhood and trying to see how that has made you the way you are, and how you are thinking as well. And it's about finding new ways of thinking, because even though we come from a background of conditioning, it is not necessary that we remain within that same norm, right? So if there are any changes that are asking to be made, then Pluto being retrograde here can really help you internalize the shifts and changes instead of resisting it. It's more turned inward, and given that Mercury is as well retrograde in the 8th house, there can be a lot of insights that comes either from past relationships, or it can be through thinking back to past relationships and connections, old patterns and addictions that we are still living in, and questioning why that is, or insights coming from people you consider very close and very familiar, and that help you break free from limiting yourself. The next trine we have is Mars and Neptune in Pisces in your 6th house, trining your the Moon in Scorpio in your 2nd house. So there can be some new financial opportunities that are coming your way, or some work opportunities that come your way that help you with your finances. There can also be more projects that are coming through, or you have more ideas of creating your own projects as well. There is more fuel in terms of artistic and creative abilities. So there can be a feeling of, I'm not going to wait for my opportunity to come in. Either I'm going to go grab it, or I will make it happen for myself. Okay, so there is a new resolve here. So whatever the question or the challenge that Saturn is posing here, you are fully equipped to deal with these challenges and obstacles, okay? Whether it is financially or career-wise, or your own mind, your own set point, okay? Finding your own balance is going to be very key, and this eclipse is going to teach you how. Okay, I keep shuffling and I'm getting a lot of cards for you. I don't know if I have enough space, but we'll find a way. Okay. What else? Yeah, there can be new inspiration that comes in. And you know, when you have Pisces in your 6th house, I have the feel, especially when Neptune is also there and it rules Pisces, that there can be some fated moves that happen job-wise. So if you're not getting a job at this time, that's as well fated. It's wanting you to take a deeper look on how you want to look for a job, or what type of work do you want, or what do you want your routine to look like. It sort of manifests your lifestyle. You know, 6th house is how you come into service, how you routine yourself, how do you handle your tasks, how do you go about your work, and so on. It's handling the sequence of everyday life. So what do you want to do regarding that? If you need to include an exercise regimen, your diet plan, then again, this can be presenting you with solutions. Maybe invest a little bit more in that to make it a possibility for you. If you have health concerns, then, you know, maybe get that checked, you know, spend in that direction, fix in that direction, do whatever is needed. And if it is more on a subtle level, if it is self-esteem healing, self-esteem issues, then it's about looking back and seeing why you have that issue, okay? Where does it come from? Who within your family or in your upbringing society embodied such things, and are you basically carrying forward in a subconscious manner their same patterns? And if so, what can you do to detach them? Because you and the other person are not the same people. So who are you, and how would you feel your feelings? How would you establish your foundations? Okay, it's a time to recalibrate yourself, and from there you find a renewed sense of esteem for you. So there is a healing that is going on here. It can be very spiritual, it can be very subtle, and you might not even recognize it for a while, but you will see that what happened around this time throughout May is going to have a long-term impact in the coming 6 months. And we also did have the solar eclipse in Taurus, the opposite sign, 8th house, on April 30th. And since then, there could have been a lot of inner work you have been doing. More knowledge about your subconscious mind might have been coming through here. Topics related with intimacy as well can come through here, okay? Things with trust and who you trust, and topics in that same train of thought. Okay, let's see your tarot cards now. This as well, I think there are like 10 or something. Okay, let's begin with the first one. The Empress, which is feeling abundant, that self-respect and esteem. Stepping into your power, your beauty, your strength. Also talks about the artistic and creative abilities. Okay, then what do we have? Four of Wands, which is the home and the family, new establishment, something to celebrate, some type of achievement, new milestones. We have Two of Cups, something related with partners, romantic interests, dating. 5th house is about dating, flirting, fun. So there can be sort of you feeling restricted in that area of your life, and there can be an unleashing in that region. Or if you have not been practicing enough boundaries, then Saturn in Aquarius can really help break down old norms and establish new boundaries and restrictions based on who you have become. You've learned through experiences, so now what do you wish to experience through your partnerships and your love life? And things evolve, things change, right? So there can be new ways that you're approaching dating here. And we have Explorer of Pentacles. This can again talk about new work coming in, or you're putting in more work within yourself in things that are of priority. And keep in mind that with the work sector, it will be very meant to be. Like, if it is going to also help you evolve internally, then it is going to come around, okay? So please be flexible in this regard. Yeah. All right. What do we have? Seven of Cups. This is many different thoughts, many daydreams, fantasies. We have the Chariot, which is being determined and moving forward with full steam ahead, a lot of willpower. And we have Justice as well, which is the Libra card. Okay, we did not get the Hermit here, but no problem. There can be a lot of confusion about what choices do you need to make now, because again, like the new eclipses, the new moon and the full moon as well, it brings about the beginning of something new and closes out an old chapter. So during these cuspy times, it's difficult to really determine which way you should be headed, and that's why it's nice that we have the Knight of Pentacles. It's just putting one foot forward and seeing if things fit, and that is this is related with Taurus, and that's where all this activity is going on. You're working through the things that hold you back. You're moving through one by one. You're not transforming all in one go. You're being gentle with yourself, and that is a very good approach. Knight of Pentacles is also very practical. So what practical steps need to be taken in order to build a healthier mindset? Okay, so you might find yourself very interested in psychology, and you might use some means and methods that they suggest to heal yourself. Okay, now there can be many different methods, so that's where the confusion might also come from. Or you might have a lot of fantasies and wishes, and it is up to you to determine, to discern which feels more sure-footed, which can be grounded, and which cannot be. There is again that karmic breakthrough. Whenever Saturn squares the nodes, there is a karmic breakthrough that is coming up here, right? Related to your self-esteem and things that hold back a healthy sense of self-esteem in your case. Or finances, what is yours and what is for others. How you relate with money and how is money tied into your self-worth. When I say money, I also mean material possessions as well, by the way. Okay, so which way are you wishing to direct your efforts? That's a big theme here. Then we have imbalance, which again I think is a very Libra card. I'm going to put this right here. Then we have success and transformation, very Plutonian, and also 8th house relates with Scorpio, so some changes in yourself that just improves your self-worth overall, and there's really a breakthrough coming up here. We have collaboration of souls. That is very Two of Cups. I saw this when it fell out and I thought, hey, Two of Cups. I wonder what that would be. And it's hard to, just give you a message from one card, because I have to see how the story is evolving as well. So Two of Cups, there can be a communication you have, again, with family or with yourself, but related with family or past conversations you have had with someone very important to you who has given you new insights, and you are kind of absorbing that into you. Okay, you're uniting yourself instead of having many different versions of you, having it's sort of becoming more whole. That's a vibe I'm getting here. Also, this is a very Lover's card to me, and that can be talking about the different choices that might be available moving forward, as to how you wish to proceed. Like, do you want to keep reacting to old conditioning, or do you want to establish new relationships, new bonds, new foundations? What do you want your life to be? The Explorer of Pentacles is like, I will create my destiny. I will make things happen for myself. The Chariot as well, I'm in control. I'm in charge. I will be the master of the universe. Okay, meanwhile the Empress is like, yeah, and I will be prosperous because I already am prosperous. I am worthy, you know. So everything is kind of aligning to what do I want in life? Who do I want with me? Libra is a very relationship-oriented zodiac. It's very good with cooperation and collaboration. It's excellent with teamwork and kind of playing along with the team. But many times it can also get lost in the teamwork because Aries is the right opposite sign of the 7th house, and finding the individuality in the team can be difficult. But over here, seeing the good balance here is making me feel very good for you. So whatever changes are happening here is just bringing you more and more to your wholeness, where you understand more of yourself and therefore relate with people more meaningfully too. And we have raw intention, which is very Martian, and card number 22, again, 2 is being repeated. So more harmony, more bliss, more flow, and it is purposeful flow. Okay, you know where you're going, or it is becoming more clear to you. And also, what is made clear is, even though you have the intention, why are you not able to move forward if something is stopping you? So that is going to get fixed. And if nothing is stopping you and it is pure circumstances, then it is kind of using your willpower to make things for yourself, make manifestations real, do something. There is just many opportunities and possibilities that you know can present themselves to you at this time. And we have external validation. Oh, you might get quite a few compliments around this time from either your family or the people you consider family. It can also be that you don't need external validation to believe in yourself, and that you're going to move forward with that faith within you. Okay, not relying on the outside sources. Okay. Moving on, we have affection and determination. Exactly, this is like that healthy mix of the Empress, love, abundance, just, I love you just the way you are, that type of vibe. Plus, I will make something better of myself. I will evolve, but with the base and the root of love and nurture. You're not beating yourself down for anything that has not happened so far. Instead, you're boosting yourself with love so that you get out of your current limitations and move into something that is much more pleasing and fulfilling for you. Then we have eternal memories. There can be, again, these profound connections that can come in, or relating with your family. There can be, again, that nostalgia coming up, or the fact that you're relating with these new people / old people, that you're forming a much stronger bond with them, and you kind of, there is a feeling of mindfulness as well, even though 7 of Cups is not about that. I feel like some moments are going to capture your attention and you kind of go off in that dreamy land, even though that's not very Libran. There will be some lapses, some moments here where you just appreciate it so much that you see it in a golden hour type of glow. I don't know, it might be too specific, this message, but I'm really getting that very clear. It's like you're going to remember a certain memory while it is taking place in front of you. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're appreciating it to the fullest. Okay, bottom line. Okay, then we have intelligence and mental beauty. Wow. Oh, nice. You being an air sign and so much going on in Aquarius, your 5th house as well, there can be some mentally challenging things that you do that boost you up. There can be some pep talks you do as well, and just pick yourself up, or continue motivating yourself to move towards, again, things that are making you feel good and fulfilled. There can be some intellectual conversations as well that you can have here. With yourself, with other people, because we have the 2 of Cups coming up. Then we have choices, knowledge and illumination. New awareness, new choices presenting themselves with the 7 of Cups too. Which way do you want to go? Then we have unanimity and harmony. Yes, this is a very Libra card. And we have devotions and dreams fulfilled. Devotion is that constant focused willpower and just determination to make something happen. And dreams coming true is like that fantasy, oh, I wish this could come true, and before you know it, you're actually manifesting it, you know. And again, you might not see it at that time because, you know, it's in the background, but it is in the background. It has been set into motion. And with justice, you can see the ripples taking place here. So that one seed, that one drop, that one disturbance, it is going to cause ripples into the future. Okay. And what do we have for the moon cards? We have full moon, which is complete. Your emotions might be heightened around this time. There can be this completion of a certain cycle, breakthrough energy again coming up. And we have moon set, which is ready. So ready to go, ready to embark upon a new journey or a new path and try out new things here. Okay, then we have, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Yes, finding that resolution can be very, very peaceful, right? That's what is coming up here. And again, we have 2 owls. So 2 is something very important here. Someone else, you can have a very important bond or connection with someone else. Even though we don't have much 7th house activity at this time, I feel like the shifts you're going through internally is inevitably going to change either your surroundings or the people you connect with or the way that you connect with them. Then we have oneness is my true nature. Yes, becoming more whole, coming into unity within yourself. And Libra, being a Libra, that's extremely possible here. I will just keep them all aligned here. And we have the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So what is fun? Because that as well changes as we grow, right? When we were children, the way we used to enjoy life is not going to be the same right now. So what is true right now? And, you know, are you doing that fun to escape certain things, or are you doing that fun thing because it's actually a lot of fun for you? That's as well something to question here, because with Saturn in the 5th house of fun is asking you to be discerning and think very clearly as to whether this fun time is something sustainable, or is it something that fulfills you for the long run, or does it pave the path towards your hopes and aspirations? Does it express yourself creatively? Does it express you, your essence enough? And if not, then why? And what can you do about that? Okay. Let's get you some guidance. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Some guidance for them for this eclipse, please. Yes, we have step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding a voice. Yes, more expression. And we have White Eagle, the connection to divine guidance is within you. So higher awareness, more knowledge, more illumination. We already saw this card here. But yeah, there can be some new insights that come your way. I feel like a divinely guided person, it can be very key to some of you. Or a relationship you have currently with whom you share a lot of trust and you have a lot of faith in them, you respect them. They can have some very important pieces of advice that helps you out as well. Then we have Finch. New opportunities and choices are opening to you now. Claim them. Yes, definitely. There are a lot of choices coming up. It can be career-wise, it can be life-wise, but either way, it is going to shift you to a better sense of fulfillment and esteem and worth and value to you. So that's what I have for you, Libras. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this reading gave you a lot of insights. Let me know your thoughts. If you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box in the comment below. And there is a limited coupon code as well running for all purchases on my shop. So if you want, you can avail that too. I hope to see you in some of my other readings. Until then, take care. Bye.